Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the live stream. Yup. We need some money. Why? Because the Swiss are 7 days away. I only have 10 million credits. We want to get that number up to probably closer to 25 million. Because I'm going to be buying every tank in that line, making sure they're equipped, and playing them all. So what better tank to do it than in the M47 Black Edition? This tank is the only premium tank you will ever need in the game. Alright, and we're going to have a dedicated video on this vehicle soon. I really want to host it, simply because there's some good stuff. Hey, Convoy. So, when you first pick this tank up, or you buy it, for Black Friday, keep an eye out for this thing, okay? And I know last time they hid it, I think, behind loot boxes or whatever, or at least the skin, which is important. But it's a regular black tank, meaning you make 70% bonus experience to your premium vehicle, 70%. It is not a tank XP earn rate, it is a premium vehicle earn rate. So it doesn't add to your base, but it does add to your post-game results. That's how the black tanks work. Very cool. But this also has a 25% silver earn rate. Tier 10s don't have a 25% silver earn rate. Tier 10 premiums don't have a silver earn rate at all. This tank does. Then you can also get the skin. The skin is something you had to gamble for. We got it out of like the first chest, which was unbelievable. Because we never get lucky with our chests like everyone else does. Not everyone else does. Plenty don't. It adds another 25% to the silver bonus. And a 75% to the commander bonus. So now you're getting tank XP, commander XP, and silver. Hey, welcome. Batman. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, this tank is definitely a premium tank of premium tanks. It is the best premium tank you could ever get. It does it all. Oh, I need to bring eggs downstairs. I'll be right back, and then we're going to play the black. In fact, I will queue it up, and that's how much time I've got. I will queue it up and go. And we've got a new crew as well. So, he's training. He's training. Ooh, plenty of time to spare. And there goes my headset. Down, down, down it goes. Bomber, welcome. Hot Lab, welcome. Helo Dog, welcome. The minigun as well, because it is a black. The black tier 10s seem to have a silver bonus, but it's not as high. That one's just 25%. This one has 25% base, and then you can get, with the skin, another 25%. Which is nuts. And you have everything else as well. What is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, I see what it was. It went to my microphone. Whoops. Another thing about this tank is these are AP rounds you fire. But they fire... Their shell velocity is the same as APCR. But you have the shell normalization and shell drop-off of AP. Tree just knocked down up there. Good stuff. He's 400 alpha. And he's got APCR. I love this play. Not sure who has me targeted. A lot of super unicoms I've noticed on this map, they push to where he is, but then if you lose the city, these guys shoot you, which is exactly what's happening. Which I'm not a fan of personally. Jeez. They don't miss, do they? Wow. How about you miss a shot, huh? The fact that my team is gonna lose this blows my mind. I don't know how they screw up this badly, considering the assist damage we started with. Yeah. And that's the thing, this tank has 0 armor. Don't let them fool you into thinking it does have armor. It has no armor. It is just a slow pattern. Look at all 3 of the shots that penned me through the front were upper plate. This tank's armor is balanced for tier 8 because this is a tier 8 tank on PC. And so it does feel underwhelming here on console. How do you know which tank has a silver bonus? I'll show you. No, this team was I don't like, so I'm trying to be a new person and not blame the team so much. But I'm going to this time. For obvious reasons. Okay, let's see if I get this back on my mic. I don't know if I can. I guess I can't. Not right now. It's gonna take some tools. For obvious reasons. One, we spotted their entire team. So we had their 50B spotted, we had their DBV, we had their Tehran, we had their VK, we had their KV-90, we had their Leopard prototype, we had their Standard B, we had their Panzer 47, we had their Conway. So we had 9 of their tanks lit up. And not a single tank I had lit up got killed. Think about that. 50B finally just died. Think about that. So, let's go back. But that is definitely a team I never want to be on again. Ever. We literally had map control. And they threw it. Of course, we were on the inferior side. That side that we were on is easier to spot their base, but then that's about all you could do. The other side almost always wins. I think Highway is one of the most asinine maps out there. It was so the Highway was changed on PC multiple times because one side kept winning. And here on console they just kind of just leave it. They're like, "Eh." But it's the same thing. Okay, so go to your tank. Press Y, details, and scroll all the way down. It tells you your silver bonus. My silver bonus is 125%. That's 25%. And then with my skin, because this one has it, and I wish more did, it has another 25% silver bonus. So we're at 50%. But let's take a look. Let's see the team. I know we didn't do much, because we put our tank in a position to spot. And we did. We did 3,000 spotting. 0, 0, 1 shot of damage, 1 shot of damage, 1 shot of damage, 1 shot of damage. Apparently 2 shots. Don't know how he rolled so low. Well, there's the difference there. Just a bunch of brain deads. That's all good. A platoon. A platoon who managed 2 shots between them. You know, I can do that just at the start of a game. I can just pull the trigger right when the game starts. You can do that, and that's one way you can. That's one way you can fire off 2 shots, in case you guys are wondering. Let's try this again. When are the Swiss tanks coming? They're coming next week. So Tuesday, we'll be live streaming it. What line of mediums is the worst? Probably the Italian and the Chinese. The Chinese line is pretty bad. Oh, and the CS line. The Polish. Those 3 are pretty abysmal. The Chinese... So the tier 7 is decent. It has a big gun and good turret armor and is very camouflaged, but the gun is so derpy and it has no gun depression that it's almost unusable. When you find yourself in the rare games where you don't need gun depression and the gun decides to hit, then the tier 7 is really good. Then the tier 8, you just have a bigger, derpier gun, which is not good. Once you get to tier 9, but you have to grind through a pretty bad gun and a pretty bad stock grind, the tier 9 is pretty good with the big gun. It's an even bigger gun, but for some reason it's snappy. And then the tier 10 is worth it all. I don't know if the tier 10 is worth it all, actually. The tier 10 is amazing, but it might not be worth the pain and suffering. But the tier 10 is really good. And then you have the CS, and the CS line is just mid. Pretty bad stock, too, all the way up, and then you get to tier 10, and it's just a letdown. It's like all that suffering for nothing. And then the Italians, because they're big. They're big, and their guns are not that impressive. With today's World of Tanks, so the DPM of the Italian mediums are already bad on PC, but they nerfed them into oblivion here in console, to the point where you have sub 2,000 DPM, even if you're using your maximum. And in today's World of Tanks, am I getting rocket boosted? I am. And in today's World of Tanks, the games are so fast, it's like, you don't really have a say when you're playing your Italian tanks. You don't get to decide if you win or lose or whatever. And there's nothing... I mean, like, if you're the kind of person who already doesn't have a say in the game, you know, like, you have a 50% win rate or whatever, then maybe it's fine. But we gotta knock this down. See, this is the armor not working. It never does. Who penned me anyway? Oh, it was a Zig. A Zig penned me. Of all the tanks down there to pen me. Dude, go YOLO elsewhere, you little bot. I'm just gonna kill you now. Gotta YOLO the clone guy. Throw my life away to shoot the clone guy. How you do? You gotta kill yourself to shoot me again? See, I'm point blank with him, which means he kills me with one shot. This guy really wants me. I would appreciate it if that would penetrate. I would appreciate it if that were to hit. Huh, that was about as flush into his cupola as you can get. But the game be like, nah. Yeah, this is an underwhelming dank, to be perfectly frank. Jeez. Like I said, very underwhelming dank. I want something. I want to be allowed to play this game. Just double tap miss. Whatever. Who? My can opener missed both his shots. It was a double tap too, and he missed on the zig. Did you hear that? He went miss. I don't know why he fired both, and I don't know how he missed both, but whatever. I kind of thought he or the mouse would have put a shell in there because they were both, you know, behind him. But I guess that's what I get for depending on a teammate again. Because that's 2 games in a row now. I just need to stop thinking my teammates have any brain. But again, we're also playing a pretty sucky tank. There's a reason you don't see people playing it anymore. See, the Iron Arnie, when that came out here on PC, you had like 4 people playing it, and then nobody played it anymore. And then when this tank came out, you had like, again, maybe 7 people playing it because it made some money, but people don't play it anymore. And that's kind of how you can tell when a tank is good or not, is when people stop playing it. And that's this one. Am I going to grind for the Crown Vong? I do have the tier 9. I just don't want to play it. I just think the Italian, not the Italian, the Swedish, yeah, the Swedish heavy tanks are kind of just poo. Their guns are awful. They're just uncomfortable to play, in my opinion, but maybe it's because I'm a bad player. Going for Mark Scenery 100, waffle. There you go. Every line to tier 10 feels like most tier 7s aren't good until they're fully upgraded. And it's true. But there are some special ones that are just that much worse. And the Chinese... basically all the Chinese tanks are awful. Some of the worst tanks in the game stock. Hello, Will. Yeah, we need to do more. We need to do more than what we're doing. We just have a brand new crew, which won't help us, of course. And a tank that's just doesn't have armor. Doesn't have armor for its speed. It's big, it's slow. Give it some love, Wargaming. Give it some love. But they're not gonna. And I don't understand the Zig. When I'm playing the Zig, everyone pens me everywhere. But as soon as I fight the Zig, I can't pen them. They're invincible. Also, these 2 guys, Praetor and Concept, I literally played against them last night. All night long I was playing against them, and they're on now in the morning. Is it their full-time job too? Anyway. Get out of here, Rock. But yeah, we made 200,000 in that game, which is really bad. Considering we had a ×2 going, we need to be making 400,000. Otherwise, I ought to be playing Cold War. Praetor and Concept, yeah, they're both going to be here. And we're going to give them something to think about. They're faster than us, though, and that's the really annoying thing about this. Is that they're faster than we are? He's trying to get the angle on us. I know he is. Yeah. Well, once I get my... Miss me, boy. What was that all about, huh? Murder, murder, murder. Murder them. Oh, man. I see, if they were shooting me in my cupola, one of them did. I would... No, he's been punched through my turret front. That's what I mean. This line is so... He's already loaded. Of course he is. Like, jeez, man. Look it. He punched through my turret. I think I'm not going to play this tank much longer, actually. This one just frustrates me. I haven't a clue why they've made it as bad as it is. It was just so they could sell it in the gamble box. Thanks for pushing. Dude. Go around. I don't care that you're slow. Dude. Look at all the room. Go that way, man. Yeah, I think I'm done playing this tank already. It's kind of crap. Holy moly, it's crap. It needs something. You start with the M6Y and you realize your mistake. Go for the E5. If you like heavy, you should go for the E5. My team is still pushing, by the way. Like, we lose. We lose this game. We lose this game. Because people still don't understand, once you win your flank, fall back and win the other one. Just these teams today. Absolute suckers, man. Already. I'm already done with how retarded they are. I expected better from some of these guys. Like DFI, he didn't fall back. Fall back, dude. Win your flank. And go back. It's not hard. Lovely YouTube ads? Alright, thanks. Let's see. Yeah, they're on. Of course they are. Save. Thank you. I forget that they switched those on a few minutes into the stream. All right. I'm wasting my times 2 silver boosts in this thing. Because it just doesn't work. The gun is derpy, which is weird for how slow it is. The gun feels a bit too derpy. Then I'm getting penned straight through the turret front. Which now I've got to see. Okay, but I have to look at tier 8 because technically this is a tier 8. Is it a medium though on there? Iron Arnie? Yes, it is. Okay. So this is the armor. It's got the exact same armor profile. Hey, this is where he hit. Look at that. It's only 300 effective. So he was, I mean, he was obviously firing premium rounds. Like, what's the point? I wish they would get rid of the spaced armor on this thing's hull. I do. It doesn't... 260 isn't enough to block anything. At tier 10. It's not. And so this just slows the tank down. Look at some parts. Yeah, he hit right here. And look at that. There's a yellow spot behind. And so that's where he hit. And that was the Praetor that did that. Yeah, no, it's just garbage armor. $280. The gun mantlet is good. But like everything else? Like, look, you can pen yourself. Oh, the tier 8 can pen itself through the upper plate. Not a good tier 10 hull. I'm gonna be honest. Finally on your team. Well, there we go. In your grill, I think. Well, it's crazy. We have not had artillery today. And yet I'm struggling to do 3K. I guarantee you if I pull out... And I will. I'll pull out after this game one of the patents. And it's just going to be night and day. Put it at tier 8. Well, it should be tier 8. It's designed for tier 8. This tank is tier 8 on PC. But they wanted to make it a gamble tank. You had to gamble. They wanted to make it a gamble tank. And to make it more enticing, they gave it the credit multipliers and put it at tier 10. And the cupola on top is huge and weaker than any other cupola at tier 10. It's butter. Like, I'm pretty sure if you're in a British tank, you can pen it with your Hess shells. Yeah, very derpy gun. Not a fan with how derpy it is. My armor worked? That's unbelievable. My team is dead again, by the way. Goes through my frontal plate again. Yep, right through. Oh, man. So we win this game if the enemy decide to continue to push rather than falling back. I think the enemy is going to run into the same problem that my team ran into last game, where they don't try to win both flanks, but they instead go for one flank. Still up there. Reload tank, reload, reload, reload. Oh, he crashed. That's good stuff. Gotta shoot the clone guy, right, buddy? That's not how you win. You're losing the game now. Both of you are. Just hold him there. Yeah. Anyway. Buddy? Go buy a lottery ticket, my friend. Yeah, go buy one. Right now. Let's go bet all your money on the color right now. Your life savings. Aren't they not supposed to have armor anyway? It depends on the role. If you make a medium tank slower than a heavy tank, because you throw on a bunch of spaced armor, then it needs to perform like a heavy tank. This one does not. The only thing that gets any bounces is the turret, but that's the same for almost every medium in the game. My Patton gets just as many bounces on the turret as this thing does. In fact, my Patton gets more bounces on the hull because of the shape. And that thing's more mobile. And has more DPM and better gun handling and all that jazz. And so this is literally a tier 8 with a tier 9 gun on it. With tier 10 health. Tier 8 tank, tier 9 gun, tier 10 health. Two Death Stars and a 4005. Oh, he fell all the way back. The problem right now is the fact that they have 2 Death Stars. Those things are invisible. Let's kill some time here. Wow. That didn't go where I aimed it. Another problem is the fact that I took that hit from the IS-3-2 because 2 of my shells bounced off of him. Because now I can't take a hit from the Death Star. The 3 Death Stars. I can't take a hit. I will, in fact, die. Didn't realize their Death Star was full health. Isn't that just dandy? Alright, S7, you've bitten off quite a mouthful. I don't like that I keep getting spotted and I don't see whoever it is spotting me. I'm willing to make this play because of all the tanks we have behind us. See this little crack here? And he gets away with it. Wow. Not quite. Oh, man. We had him. They have a minute to kill someone, so. Perfect. Now what, buddy? Now you have to kill 2 people and you have a minute. We're just gonna be annoying. We're gonna make sure we don't die here. Good. Double good. All that work, man. Golly. Why is it, yeah, why is it surprising you're getting penned in the turret, he's saying. The game isn't about medium tanks and heavy tanks. The game isn't, oh, it's a medium tank, therefore every tank, all the medium tanks play the same. Oh, it's a heavy tank, all the tanks play the same. That's not how this game works. Each tank is supposed to be dynamic. Each tank is supposed to have something that is good on it, something that makes it unique, something that makes it usable. For instance, let's take a look at the Germany 100. That tank is very good at angling, very good at pushing lines, very good at side scraping. Then you have the Mouse, which is even better at side scraping because it's a rear mounted turret. Even though it's got a smaller gun, it just survives a bit more. Then you have the IS-7, which is a breakthrough heavy tank. It's got a weaker armor, but the armor is angled at such a weird way that you're able to push into tanks and bait shots and hopefully hide that lower plate and ram into people. Then you have the E5, which is more dynamic because its armor is weakest of them all. It has a cupola on top, but it moves around quickly, has good DPM and a good gun. Like, see, each and every one of those tanks is different. They have something that helps them on the battlefield. This M47 doesn't. Quick question. A draw is based on the health percent or number of tanks alive? Number of tanks alive first. Number of tanks alive first, and then health. So if there are 2 tanks left on each team, it'll go by health. And no, it doesn't go by health. Don't be tricked by the percentage at the top. It goes by which team has done the most damage. So if your team is full of, like, has a platoon of mice, that's 9,000 health. But the enemy team has a platoon of, let's say, can openers, which is 2,250 health. So that's even less. And you get down to the last 3 tanks left alive on each team, but all 3 of your mice are dead, and all 3 of the can openers on the other team are dead. Chances are the enemy team has done more damage than you have, even if it says you still have 2% more health than they do. Because your team had so much health that the enemy team had to do a lot more damage. And so don't trust the bar at top. The bar is a good way to gauge. It is. But it goes by how much damage. What happened to us playing? My man. I don't know. If you want to play, you can play. I have the most chaotic schedule of life at the moment due to all the medical stuff and trying to get the Patreon going and everything. We didn't do top damage. You did. Or IS-7 did. But yeah, what a bizarre game. So the reason we won that game and they didn't was because our team did exactly what I said they needed to, which my team has not been doing. We won a flank, and then they fell back to defend the other flank. It was beautiful. These heavy tanks, huge praise to these guys. Might not have done much damage, this T-30 and this machine, but they did exactly what needed to be done. Their team did not. It wasn't until the end this guy started to fall back. But the can opener pushed out, and anyone else who died on the other side pushed out, and they died. And they didn't fall back to win the other flank. And that's what you need to do. Win your flank, then fall back. Team Super doesn't load. If you're talking about last week and you had your days off, some stuff, medical stuff came up, so I wasn't able to. We were at the hospital, so on your days off, of course we were. All right. But if you're, let me look at my calendar now, because I know tomorrow's a thing. Oh boy. I don't seem to have anything tomorrow. Okay, we're going to play this one, because this one's kind of not considered great by anyone, I don't think. But just, it's going to be night and day still. Yeah, you were referring to your days off? Yeah, no, I wasn't even near my home, because the hospital is 2 hours away. But we can try again tomorrow and whatnot. Sarah Thick is an actual friend of mine. That's why we're talking about the fact that I wasn't able to play with him. Okay. Night and day. Mobility, much better. DPM, much better. Armor, I would even argue the armor is better on this medium. But, Divine, listen, my friend, buddy, my brother, the PC is getting some updates, and I'm thinking of doing some PC gameplay, some PC vids. Of course, we can also do War Thunder and whatnot. But. I'm gonna go up here. I don't really like it up here. I always get, like, killed. Because everybody flanks from every direction. Also, this is a bot lobby, so the bots are going to be here, and most likely the enemy is going to be trying to farm them. And so my goal right now is to farm... Yeah, there they are. Is to farm the people farming. I'm the farmer. And because of that, we might not have anyone come this way. Because bots are like moths to a flame. I guess we'll join. Just for a little while. See, there's a real player I want to shoot. This guy's not real, but he's all I got. You're all I got, man! Alright. Now we've been flanked, so let's make sure no one else is with them. Oh, we're good. Leave them be. I shot here a moment ago. This doesn't mean we're losing. We've just lost all our bots. And they still have bots left, so don't be confused. That was 500. That was our waffle. Again, just bots. This is really awkward because I really want to help kill this guy. Another lightweight. And now we're capping. We just stay here. Let them try. Yeah, we win. Again, the age-old story. They did not fall back to win the other flank. They won their flank. And because it was a bot lobby, they were all just sitting there trying to farm bots. Like, shame. Shame on this guy he scores top. But again, he farmed the bots. He went to a spot where he could shoot the bots. He's got 2 marks of excellence, so I guarantee he's going for his 3rd. And that's just what they do. That's just what they do. Which is why, excuse me, I put myself where I was so I could punish the enemy for making mistakes, which I did. I was able to punish this guy. But it was just a dumb bot lobby. Nobody cares. Hey, Glare. Alright, well, we've made one more game and we'll have made 2 million credits today. Thus far, so. Heavily damaged tank can still deal 100% of their damage potential. Well, what kind of heavily damaged do you mean? You mean ammo rack, crew members dead, you know, all that jazz? All that jazz. Connor, you seem to be a bit confused. Because the first problem you're running into is the fact that you literally say you don't have a tier 10. Well, if you don't have a tier 10, then we feasibly cannot play with each other if I'm playing a tier 10. The second is, I don't typically just play with random people online who demand to be played with. Because I run into a lot of wackadoos. And the sad thing is, a lot of the wackadoos don't realize that they're wackadoos. And they think, well, that's not me. So you'd be surprised. Technically more with an adrenaline rush? Well, sure. How many people actually use it? I use it on a lot of my tanks, and then I have people in my comments like, why do you use adrenaline rush? You're wasting a crew slot using adrenaline rush. Instead of adrenaline rush, you should be using, and then they list whatever it is they think I should be using, and they're usually really dumb ones. Armor angling, or something like that. It's like, really? No, but the moment I start playing with viewers, like, casually, and things go crazy. Because then everybody wants to be. You know, everyone wants their time in with CloneGuy. And it's not good. It doesn't go well. Keep going. You're not safe there, dude. You gotta go up. Gotta go up. Gotta go down. He's going down. Alright, let's see if our turret can do anything this time. Alright, get to Conqueror. Follow me, he says. Hold on. He's gonna make it up because he's got rockets. Wonder what part of him we bounced off there. Good punish, team. Way to pay attention. Now, do you see that push by the enemy? Down there? This spot is not feasible for us anymore. We're going to get farmed, so we are going to push around and help with this MBT and friends. Well, I say that, but if these guys are just going to do this... Well, this is really awkward. Oh boy. Yeah, I know, just whatever. Glare with the STB1 request. What kind of a masochist are you? Thank you, sir. Sure, we'll do that. That's no problem. Okay. Okay. I guess that can bounce. I think that should have gone in. Regardless of where I hit him. Like, even the upper plate, that should have gone in. Ammo racked. Love to see it. Do you want to? He does. The BZ gets me up top. Of course he does. Well, I guess we get to play the STB1 instead. That Leopard 1 decided to stop and shoot me and get shot twice. Rather than just going into cover and getting away. Just some people just, they can't, and it's not because it was me. I'm not saying, oh, it's got to shoot the clone guy, but some people just don't know how to play the game. Those Leopard 1s, for instance, they just kept poking out and getting shot to trade. You don't do that, especially in a Leopard. Because he didn't kill me, the BZ did. And so his shot he put into me was useless. He took 2 hits in return, shot me once, and died. But the other Leopard did the same thing, twice. And so did the Action X, who wasn't even platooned with them. And so I'm using them as an example, guys, because I want to teach you, or let some of you know, a lot of you know this already, but win your trades, okay? Win your trades. If you're going to take a hit, make sure it's worth it. Don't take a hit to deal a hit, but be willing sometimes to take a hit to kill a tank. Okay? Or if you're in an E100 and there's a T62A, who cares if a T62A pens you and you shoot him for 750, right? But when you're in a Leopard 1, which doesn't have much health to begin with, go for cover. You know what I mean? You save some money by not getting... Oh my gosh, no, it's been nerfed to oblivion. If you're talking about the, not the Ruishi. The Ruishi is amazing, but if you're talking about that BZ 165 or whatever it is, the tier 8 heavy, yeah, no, that thing is mega nerfed. Mega nerfed. It's good if you can be top tier all the time. What is it? STB? Oh, there it is. So, we've just been sent money to play a tank, which is absolutely abysmal. Yeah, we did win on Cliff. Let's take a look. But it's also really slow. It doesn't fit in today's game. He did 3,700 damage. Oh, this is the guy who got shot at the beginning. Shot up. So this is the guy who died first. And he actually did more than the guy who survived longer, which is quite interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. And this guy also scored 4th. So you had 2 of their top 4 guys trade ineffectively. And that's why they lost. If this Leopard and this Leopard didn't sacrifice so much health, they may have won. Because this guy, look at the damage he did. Look at that. See? Could have won the game if he traded better. See, the STB1, dude, you're tripping. Did you know there's a... Let me tell you something. And I don't know if you know this. But if you go to the British tech tree, and you go to the medium line, and you grind up the medium line, there's a tank at the end called the Centurion Action 10. Okay? And now the Centurion Action 10 is a tank not many people know about. It kind of just hides and goes unnoticed. But it has near identical DPM, near identical mobility, just as it also has 10 degrees of gun depression, better gun handling, more penetration. Did you know these things? I figured I'd let you know if you didn't. That there is a tank called the Centurion Action 10. And if that's not your fancy, going up that same line, if you want to be smaller and have more camouflage and more hull armor, there's a tank called the FV4202. And that thing's pretty half decent as well. And now that you've brought up the Leopard 1, I mean, it's a Leopard 1. Now, the big problem I have with the STB1 is the only way you can make your gun good is by going into your siege mode or whatever it is. And your tank has to stop to go into it. And then you're slower. And the gun still derps around. Like, look at this. Look at the aim time. It's so long. So long. You're U100 first game? What game was first game? You mean the first game we had an hour ago? I don't even remember what happened in that game. I know we probably lost. Oh, this aim time is abysmal. I should have shot him. I don't know why I didn't. It was even an easier target than trying to shoot the lower plate of a VK. Coming over a ridge. See, you gotta trade effectively, and he's not doing that. And he's dead. Oh yeah, bring back the FV4202. We got so much support behind that, too. Like, that was crazy. Oh, there's a whole entire hill in the way. I can't shoot him. Okay, so this is my rapid mode. Yeah, and everything's just worse. Like, I go into... There we go. I go into my siege mode. Right? And the gun still isn't even that good. But we're gonna make it work. See, Action 10 would have hit that and probably bend him. And, or blocked his shot, I mean, you know what I mean? But no, I know you like it. The thing about the 1-to-1 and STB1 is that they do have cult followings. Like, people who die by them. Like, that tank is so good. And I'm one of them when it comes to the 1-to-1. I think the 1-to-1 is incredible. But I also understand if people will say otherwise. Because it is... Yeah. But this one? It's like, I know you need a certain finesse to make it work. But it's like, if you applied that same finesse to a Leopard 1, oh man. You're cooking. VK shooting HG. We've got gun depression, so let's use it. Guess we don't have gun depression. This is where the fun begins, boys. We have a little scuttlebug down here. As soon as he fires, he's done. Always track. We'll take advantage of that. Alright, he's got a sniper behind him as well, so we're actually gonna just leave him. Just leave him. And there's the friend behind him. So what do we do now? I guess we just die. Yeah, weird play. Wow, brilliant gun, huh? Right in the lower plate, but we have so much penetration that the game overpenned him. So that we damage him in the next match, right? Yeah, no, I'm just not a fan. Literally... We played the Ridges exactly how you want to play this tank, I feel like. But I still would have been happier in an Action 10. Or even a Leopard. It's just too derpy. Try peeking in the Leo and see how it goes? I would love to. I didn't block any damage. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody bounced off of me, I'd be like, you're right. Let's go pull out the Leopard. By numbers, the 1-to-1 is cheeks. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I still like it. So typically I play this tank further back because it's so good at it. But this time, we're going to play a ridge. We're just going to, wherever there's a ridge, we're going to take the leopard one. Do I think they should update Arty to become more similar to PC? No. Absolutely not. You sometimes miss stunning tanks. So you are someone, so you're an Arty player. See, I put out this whole video where I'm like, I'm going to try my best to be less toxic toward people. But there was an exemption. And the exemption was people who play Night Stalkers and artillery. Therefore, let me tell you something. No, I'm just kidding. No, absolutely not. They should absolutely not. I don't know if you've noticed, but we haven't been having Arty in our games, and everything's been fine. You know what I mean? Like, we've literally been having games without artillery, and the games have been playing fine. So artillery doesn't add anything except frustration. Because not only does artillery frustrate more often than not the players playing them, because you're looking for that euphoria, that dopamine rush when you hit and full pen someone, and it's rare. So even the Arty players, the artillery is set up in a way that it's like gambling. It's set up in a way that you get such a rush when you hit and full pen someone that you keep playing it because that's what you're looking for. So it is an addiction-styled gameplay. And not only that, it also frustrates players who are just trying to play the game and getting slapped for no reason. And so artillery, it's just such a bad concept. But that's what Wargaming does, right? Now they do loot boxes and everything. They don't mind the gambled playstyle. But yeah, it's a euphoria gameplay. And the only person who's pleased is the person shooting. And so artillery gameplay is just very selfish and does not help the game at all. This might be a risky play because I'm way ahead of my team. But we want to, like I said, we want to take the ridgeline. So we're taking this ridgeline. And guess what? We're fast enough to do it. STB1, go eat your heart out. I think STB1 has slightly better camouflage too. But that's if you set it up that way. Because if you do, then you sacrifice gun handling or you sacrifice DPM. This tank does not have to sacrifice those things. Because the gun is so good. See this tree, he might not be able to spot me through it. But I should be able to spot him through it. I go up here maybe? I gotta go back up here though, because I gotta keep spotting who's coming. We have 3 heavy tanks now in a fantastic spot, so I shouldn't be pushed so long as I can keep the enemy spotted. This is quite awkward. What update in this update? Just the store. The store updated. The other flank is lost. There's a rock there. I don't actually have a shot. Okay. Artie's back, and this is the problem with Artie, is it just does whatever the heck it... Look at that. Oh, it wasn't even Artie. But I'm just trying to play my game, and it's just like, I'm gonna shoot you. And now I have to change everything about how I'm playing. Simply because of it. I don't have scary tank destroyers. Which is very nice. Let's move on over here. I just the flexibility. I can just move around too. Like, why have hydropneumatic suspension when you can go anywhere you want? We're gonna help this guy out. This mouse, he's kind of holding this side by himself. Right here. Right up here. Hello, friend. WZ, huh? Well, joke's on him. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kill this DZT first, and then we'll kill that WZ. He thought he could just shoot us like that. DZT actually got away? No, not quite. Jeez. And I bounced off of him. What a bad stroke of luck. So that 140, that's the first time he's been spotted all game. Just very strange. Give him a good old Because we have that radio skill, we disappeared, and he didn't see us come up and over like that. But he might just be ignoring us because he's also a subscriber. Oh, you're killing him? I'll let you kill him. Never mind. And Mr. Jarhead here is still alive. Do I let him kill the clone guy? Do I let him kill the clone guy? How much have you blocked, dude? But from this angle, I think we can just go through his upper plate. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, we can. Hey, Evan. You the KV-90? Yeah, that wasn't the greatest either. We drove around a lot. But, I mean, we did exactly the same as we did in the STB-1. So I'm not too bummed. Oh, there you are. We're gonna see. 9,000. I saw it's a 4,000. Where did I get 9,000 from? This guy, though. He shot me 3 times. That was mean. Rude. All right, we're gonna do the STB-1 again because that was a requested tank, and I like to give it, you know, a second go. The first one was just warming up, right? And then we'll jump back to making money. Which has been very successful today. We've made a lot of money. Tundra. What kind of bot lobby is this? All right, well, I'm going to show you guys on this map how to farm the bots. That way you can annoy Fabio if you ever find him, because you too know how to farm the bots. They like to conglomerate at both ends of the excuse me, at both ends of the bridge. So you just sit back here and just shoot down the bridge and you can farm. Some of the bots will go around and go into the middle from either side. But to start, just shoot them up the bridge. Can I show you where to pen the MBT? I will after this. Say one more mean thing about the STB. The pen sucks. Tank wobbles. It's like the secondary. It's like the mistress. The ugly mistress of the man married to the leopard. Which I don't know why he would have a mistress if he's married to a leopard. See, he thinks the CDC is a punishment, but it's not. There it is. Which one? The black or blue? That guy's a real player, by the way. Now we help the can opener out. Blue for the memes, you got it. Can't be too pleased about that. And since we've killed their real players, most of them, they mostly just have bots left. Makes things a whole lot easier for us. Yeah, we're still full health and we get to fight their real players. This is nice. Alright, we're gonna get clipped. If we can cross this, well, if we're able to do it without getting spotted, then we'd be able to farm this guy. But we got spotted, so he's gonna be able to reposition. Yeah, he's leaving. He understands, but he's going in to dump his mag, so we'll kill him on reload. 1, 2. And we missed the kill. That was not a good play, was it, sir? A Leopard 1 wouldn't have missed, just so you know. But let's just DPM this M60 down now, huh? Oh, you didn't see my bat? Can opener gets him. 6 grand. Is that better? Yeah, we did probably about 2.5 grand to bots, but it's been a while since they nerfed the Avery. What are my thoughts on it now? It's still toxic. It still does auto damage. It was still given out to players virtually for free to have a tier 10, and you still, a lot of these guys, if you look them up, you'll see they don't have tier 10s. They don't. And they have 46% win rate. And they're allowed to play tier 10, where they have even less win rate. And so, no, it's still completely toxic and cancerous. The whole premise behind it is bad. There you go. Not a bad game. But the trick to bot lobbies, guys, shoot real players. Every chance you get, shoot the real players. Real players are just like, especially the super unicums, their eyes are just glued because they have this idea of, oh, free W&8, rather than earning their W&8. They're like, free W&8, free marks of excellence. Marks of excellence is like meth to super unicums, a lot of the super unicums. All you have to do to beat them is shoot them. I'm serious. Set up in a position where you can shoot people who are setting up in a position to shoot bots. That's it. And you're going to win. Which would I say is the better tank? This is the Iron Arnie. Whew. Right now, I'm enjoying the STB-1 a little bit more than the Iron Arnie. The Iron Arnie was a struggle, and it has no flexibility. The STB-1 is very flexible. The STB-1 is more like a tier 9.5. Maybe a 9.8. It's just about a tier 10 in my humblest opinion. The Iron Arnie feels... It feels like a tier 9. Masquerading as a tier 10. Again, you've got the hull of a tier... You've got the hull of a tier 8. With the gun of a tier 9. With the health of a tier 10. That averages down to about tier 9. Maybe even 8.9. Like, you could... If Wargaming dropped it down a tier and gave it 1750 health, I don't think anyone would bat an eye. STV-1 is top tier tank. Alright, so the CDC has been requested. I have not touched this in a long time, I think. I got a creepy skin on it, too. Alright. I do have a crew. Or equipment, though, so. But the silver... It's... The Iron Arnie Black is the best tank to get if you're looking for money. Like, it is. It does everything. You get 75% crew training, 70% experience, and 50% silver. It's insane. Okay. CDC time. This is the map I was envisioning, too. The CDC is, I feel, a Leopard 1. It is the Leopard 1 of Tier 8. It's just huge. That's the downside to it, is it's huge. .212 standard pen, 259 premium APCR penetration. If you're trying to grind silver, though, you can't beat playing Cold War. No, you can't. Divine, do you know the trick of turning off crossplay and going into co-op in Cold War? If you do not, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to everyone as well. It is the easiest silver cheese in the game. Opinion's no longer relevant. He said, if you're trying to grind silver, you can't beat playing Cold War. And that isn't even an opinion, though. That's just factually true. But I get it. I get it. I hear what you mean. You don't like Cold War. I don't like Cold War either. But in way of, you know, making money, he's not wrong. I will show you after this game. Money! I wish this thing backed up at like 40 kilometers an hour. You know what I mean? You just go forwards and backs at the same speed, actually. That would be crazy. See, Leopard is just superior. Bro has a force field around his tank. I'm not gonna even try anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But I did just find a friend. Whatever, guys. We'll do this. We'll do the CDC again. Man, that was cancer. That game was cancer. It was just decided. That's one of those games where people say the game is rigged, and like I lean toward that belief too, because there was no chance my team was winning that game. We just had bad RNG. They just had force fields. Force fields, the lot of them. Okay. So you pick your EET1P2. Okay. Turn on your ×2 silver multiplier, which I do. Now, you go to your Xbox settings. Okay. Here. Boom. Just like this. Then you go to account, privacy, and online safety. Then Xbox privacy. Then view details and customize. Then communication and multiplayer. Then join cross network play. Block that. Boom. Now go back to your game and reap in the silver. A game immediately? So that means someone else is doing this because it put me in a game with them. But typically you get games just by yourself by doing it like this. Yeah, there's one guy. Oh, man, and he's on Xbox One. What a loser. Get some money and upgrade, man. So basically what this does is obviously you don't have other people in your games except this guy, which is too bad. Because when you're the only one who loads in, the game starts immediately. It gives you the 10-second countdown and goes. And then you play. And if you die, you just leave. Because there's no one else there, you just leave and the game automatically ends. And you just keep doing it again and again and again. Why do you want to turn off crossplay in co-op? Because you don't want to play with other people. You want to farm all the damage for yourself. Also, this map looks familiar, doesn't it? And now we go and we reap. This poor Jagger on my team has probably just been playing by himself, grinding. Closing your eyes. You just threw up. I'm so sorry. Maybe you needed to. Maybe it's a good thing. But this is just to show you guys how to grind silver for easy mode. Basically, you can make, like, you can make about 500,000 credits every 6 minutes. It's insane. See if we can set him on fire. Tank behind me as well. Alright, well. And this is it. Why is that bot using tactics? And get those kills whenever you can. Get the kill. This is it. This is what you do. Oh, that was poor misplay by me. Like that. Shoot this guy. I will go back down here. This is just money. I'm literally with my ×2 going. Every time I fire, I'm probably making like 20 grand. Hello, Commander Steve. Medium tank, by the way. It's too bad I had a real player with me. Because it is fun when you're allowed to do 20,000 damage. Which, by the way, is not a rare. Anything rare. Get the kill. Thank you. And move on. Go, 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 go. More to be had. You are seeing me. I was showing an exploit for people to make silver. Does it count toward MOE? No, it does not. Okay, there is a way you can make it count toward MOE. If you play in the pubs. Okay, if you play in pubs and you get 6 guys, including yourself, to play at the same time, you could farm that way. Because you need 6 players to start a pub match. And those do count toward MOE. Alright, that was less than 5 minutes. And unfortunately, I was sharing with a guy. 4 minutes, 23 seconds, we made 524,000 credits. More than 100,000 credits a minute. Yup. And your queue wait time is 48 seconds. You will not be in queue longer than that for co-op. And so yeah, this is one way you can do it. So yeah, you can make about 6 million credits in an hour. That's my record, is 6 million in 1 hour, which is, well, 500,000 every 5 minutes. But there you have it. And if we do this one more time, we have 13 million credits. Same premise for PlayStation. I don't know how to do it on PlayStation, but I know you can. Someone said that on PlayStation, it's in your settings. Like, you can actually just go to your settings and do it. I don't know if this is true. Because I don't have it. But there is a way to do it on PlayStation. I just don't know how to do it. I opted out of garage offers. What's enhanced outline? I don't know. We're going to do one more just because I want to show you the queue time. And I want to hit 13 million. And then we'll go back to the CDC. It is true. From PlayStation, just go to your in-game settings. Easy. Well, there you have it. Oh, someone else just joined. That's too bad. You make more when you don't have another player with you. But thankfully, oh, he's doing the same thing. Thankfully, he is on the Series S or Series X, meaning he loads right in, so we only have the standard wait time. Alright, go, 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 go. You just rush in. Go, 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 go! Rush in and farm. If we get the spotting on all these guys, too. Because my EE is set up to shoot. So I'm going to give him some spots. Yummy, yummy, yummy in the tummy. Boop. That shot. Rude. Also rude. Do you mind? There goes my patch kit. I want to spot these guys again, but we gotta knock this guy out first. This is not a real player, by the way, but the way he was moving there made me think he was for a minute. Like, wait, is the game bugged? Am I tripping? That fire is huge. Money, money, money. Not getting as many kills, unfortunately. Hey there. Not a good shot. I shouldn't have shot there, but I did, so. Shoot this guy. Oh, he's dead. Kill on him. There you go. Kill is worth more than damage. 20,000 combined. That only works in this tank. I mean, you can do it with other tanks, but yeah, this is the better one. Three minutes, 48 seconds, 500,000. Shoot the T-72s with the gun mountlet. Do I have enough pen for that? I don't fire any premium, but I'll remember that next time. But there you have it. Now we'll turn that back on and go back to where we belong. And now we can buy more camo. Okay, so we have to, it's a process. But I mean, we made 1.1 million in 2 games. So WZ. Okay, we'll get to that. We're gonna do the CDC one more time because I don't feel like that game was fair. But then we'll pull out the WZ. That's another one I don't like, and I think it's amazing on PC. But just the buffs that they've given the 268, the WZ is worse camouflage, worse health, or the same health, worse gun handling, worse DPM, arguably worse armor, arguably, you know. But yeah, we'll pull it out. But something tells me you're gonna say that you love the 113 GFT, and I'm a fool for thinking otherwise. Oh, also, you can do that to grind your contracts, by the way. The ones that need kills and damage and all that. Just go in there and rack them up. It doesn't affect stats. It doesn't affect marks of excellence, so you don't have to worry about breaking the game. It does nothing like that. It's literally just credits and grinding. Better armor? Yeah, but you're seeing more. You see, the 268 is shot at less. You see what I'm saying? You see my logic? All right, but we'll pull it out still. Much better matchmaking this time around too, not 210. Lots of mediums though. You know what this tank doesn't like going up against? Mediums and lights, because it's so big. Big and cheese. See, I was hoping he would shoot at this medium next to me, rather than shooting me. Okay, one down, that's good. That's the same guy from that vault lobby. We have to... He can clip us out, basically, so... Definitely want to be careful about him. Why are there 9s all over here? Look, another 9. Yeah, it's just their tier 9s are all here. There are waffles here too. And they're 257. Are we missing a tier 9? The Skoda. Where's the Skoda? The Skoda's the only tier 9 that didn't come this way. No, thank you. He was 448 meters away, so I knew he couldn't spot me. Drive better, CloneGuy. Drive better, CloneGuy. A week update? Well, it's a server reset. It's not an actual update day. He's not upgraded, which is good. The base is lost. ravaged by this enemy team. That's the fraternity. That was an important shot. Alright, that's his second burst, so. Stritska. I'm all by myself here. That lighting's gonna come now. I'm just gonna try to run. Wow. Is it a hero skin? I think so. I got it during the Flags Banners of Valor event. Yeah. Our shot we bounced off of him. No. What a play by that VK A and B. I think he could have gotten out without being spotted. I'm not sure. That one's straight as a whistle, man. So he turned left. He did. Look at went unspotted and turned. So he's running that way, which tells me the light tank is that way too. This guy's gone through the cap circle, which is really obnoxious. We can go in there and just be annoying. We can both get burst out of the game by this light tank. Dude. There's more ridge line here. Nice. Survived. I would be the sacrificial lamb. Because if he shoots me, he doesn't shoot my VK. So if I get on cap, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter, he didn't try to reset. Was that a better game for you, Mr. Sarah Thick? Wonder if it's better for grinding XP. It's not. Co-op, the co-op is not. But credits, you even get like half the credits too. So technically, if you're doing 20k, firing nothing but standard in your, in your Cold War EE, then you're probably also making 1 million credits. But not in co-op, you make 500,000. 600,000, sometimes 700,000. It's pretty weak, huh? But there we go. CDC game. Now the W's at 113 GFT Chinese. It's acceptable? Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate your semi-approval. Alright, the tick. That's what I call this thing. It looks like a tick. Also, we can buy another one of these. This is one of my favorite camos. There we go. And the tank I want to put it on, I'll show you in a second. First, let's see what it looks like in here. Nah. What about this thing? What does it look like with it? Ooh, that's not bad. But something about putting it on British Centurions is just glorious. What does it look like on here? Nah. How about the Chimera? Nah. Not good. But the 5-1. Ooh, it's looking a bit better, huh? What about the Atomic? I don't even have camo on the Atomic. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But we'll save. We'll hold on to this camo and we'll decide later. We'll decide later. Anyway, because Glare is probably like, I paid for this tank. Why isn't he playing it? Alright, this is where the fun begins. Yeah, the other Cold War, I'm sure they'll do well. The high DPM is kind of the king. Of course. And then the secondary should be probably penetration. And then triary should be silver multiplier. Like, that should be the last thing you consider. But the EE is insane because it has absurd penetration, the highest DPM, and it has a 65% credit multiplier. You can brawl with this tank? Yes. It's always tougher to penetrate frontal armor. Is it now? The challenger wants to know your location. He also has better armor than a lot of the heavies. Yes, that's true too. It has it all. It's such a busted tank. Imagine it had missiles too. Why do I not like playing Cold War? Because of all the busted tanks. It's cancerous and it's YOLO. Everybody YOLOs. That's the playstyle is YOLO. Especially the higher up you go. It's funny because tier or era 1 has more tactics than era 2 does. Oh, my controller's starting to have stick drift. Era 1 has more tactics than era 2, and era 2 has more tactics than era 3. It just gets more brain dead the higher you go. And there's so much broken. Everything goes 72 kilometers an hour. Everything can hit you on the move. Everything has a high penetration. But then they throw in these few tanks that you just can't pen. And then there's missiles and machine guns. And it's so toxic. Be my guest, Badger. Be my guest. He's like, wait a minute. This takes longer, yes, but it's safe. Cold War should have been heat. That's the same idea, isn't it? All the reasons you love Cold War. That's just the meme tanks. Dude, Era 2 is kind of hilarious. But you have to be playing a hilarious tank, right? If you're just grinding like a normal person, nah. Don't even bother. The enemy is such an advantage from their spawn with that crossing. Look how much health our team has lost. I want to see what that tank destroyer is. It's the Hunter, okay. Rolling. Isn't this the second highest heat pen in the game? Yes, it's tied. This and the 268 and the Foch 155 with the big gun all have 395. Okay, so he's just told me with that shot that there are a bunch of snipers behind me. But behind him. So I'm not going to push that. What he just tried to do there was bait me by firing his gun. But by doing that, I now know he's got a ton of support behind him. And I'm not going to fall for it. Instead, I'm going to go after the Z4. Like, I'll try spinning. That's a funny trick. All that aiming. All that aiming. Just to miss. I thought that could have penned, but it did not. Stressvong is not going to be a problem. I'll just push this guy in the way, so he's not going to be a problem. I'm pretty sure we just go through his mantlet. No, we didn't hit his mantlet. No, that's fine. I know, Stressvong. I know. It's a little too late, though. And we overmatch him, so we just go. I reload HE now for the grill. I don't want to get spotted yet, so I'm going to wait in this bush until he fires and pulls back. Okay, it's not going to pull back. Then we'll just splash him. Yum. How far is the question? Has this Grill 15 run? He's just right there. Let's go get him, boys. Oh well. Hit him for 1,000 though. This gun still sounds like a little pew-pew. Pew! 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 I don't know why they didn't just use the Centurion 7.1's gun sound. Oh, the low roll. And the ram. That was a painful ram. 158. Stressvong scored higher. If we hadn't shot HE at that E4, we would have been top damage-wise. But we'll do it again. We'll do it again. What does... I'm going to look up the Iron Arnie real quick. On console. I'm going to see if it has the same mobility. As well. Okay, 410 V range is pretty good. 1695. 1695. So it's the same engine too. Same power to weight. As on PC. So yeah, it's literally just a tier 8 tank with a tier 9 gun and tier 10 health. Chinese tanks equal meta? You know what's funny is I don't even disagree. I actually have a video queued up. That's not, I haven't worked on it yet, but it's in my notes to work on, and that's actually what I talk about. Is how good the Chinese tier 10s are, but how bad the grinds are. The WZ-1321, I think, is probably the best light tank in the game right now. I mean, sure, the Panzerwagen, you could make an argument for. But something about that Chinese light tanks feels so good. Then you have the 121, which is disgustingly good. Then you have the 5A, which is also disgustingly good. I'm not a fan of the Rocket tier 10s, nor the premium tier 10s. But the Tech Tree ones, man. They're pretty good. And this one is decent enough. It just... I wish it had something more going for it. Either DPM or gun handling. It doesn't need both. But I wish I had one of them. Is that Hunt character you? I don't know. No, oh, you mean in the game? No. No, there's no one in the game that's supposed to be me. Yes, dude, it's so good. I don't know when the last time you've played it, but the DPM and gun handling got buffed. And the camouflage, and the view range. We play the patient game. They will come. So, how's the weather where you guys are at? I'm just waiting for that E4 to die before I do anything. Oh, he pulled in there. We're good. One, two, three. And that sounded like the big gun. Hello, friend. Yeah. Ah, what a shame. Wouldn't it be sad if somebody were to shoot you with HE again? Game! What the heck? I'm actually dead because of this gosh-forsaken game. Come on, you stupid retarded game! What a retarded game! What the heck? Where did those go? And why did he have Velcro? Why couldn't I back up? Aimed dead center under his gun. The shell came out the side of my stupid barrel. The man literally reloaded 3 times. If you ever want me to play this tank again, it's $100. It didn't go under. It went out top right of the screen. I'll show it. I'll show it in slow-mo because I've got it. I've got it here. So the first shot. In fact, let's go back to the first shot even. Okay. Okay. Watch this. Okay, so this is the first shot. So that little part that sticks out, the rangefinder, that is this part that you can find with HE. That rangefinder, right? Or it's the optics. That's where you shoot. And I fire here. I've already fired. It goes to the right. Misses. Okay? Whatever. How about the next one? There's the 1,000. That was beautiful. Shot him under the gun. And so that we don't make that mistake again, I'm going to shoot him there. Shoot him there a second time. Because this guy wasn't even that good. Now watch. Ready? Watch where it goes. There. This is the shell. Look at where I'm aiming, where it's going. Look at the trajectory. There it is. Like that. What? And then I put my controller down, which then was my big mistake, because I put my controller down, he was able to get around me and wedge into me, but I was just like, I'm done. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. And now, look, we lose this game. This game is close, too. Waffle picked up another kill after us. So the Waffle, when he should have been dead, picked up 2 kills. So definitely a game that we should have won. Dude, he's a one-shot. Behind you, he's a one-shot. Look at your mini-map. They just fed him a ton of damage at the end there. And like, we have really good internet now, so we don't usually run into that issue. And the tank doesn't exactly turn fast. Sometimes you have that issue where the shells come out the side of your barrel when you're in a turreted tank and you're turning the turret and the hull at the same time quickly, where the server doesn't keep up. I'm a turretless tank that doesn't turn fast at all. It's one of the slowest turners among the tank destroyers at tier 10. And the game was just like, nah. 90-degree ricochet? No, it missed. That was an HE shell I fired. But the first shot, too. And what's funny is, rather than just shooting him straight in the turret the first shot, I aimed for a spot where I knew I would pen. Because they did buff the turret armor on the Waffle. So I aimed for a spot I knew I would pen. My circle was fully enclosed on that spot. And so I technically was playing it safe rather than just shooting him in the turret. Right? And I got punished for it. Punished for making sure my shots hit. Because of that, my shots missed. But we're going to play it a third time. Will I regret it? Probably. There's the Waffle again. I hope I find you, Waffle, because I'm going to mess you up. Your stupid RNG. And if I see him, I might just YOLO him. No artillery, so I get to have some fun hiding my lower plate here. Yeah, you want to try? Want to see how good your turret is? It's good, isn't it? And you're dead. Imagine my shock. Next. You have a strong turret, don't you? But it's not strong enough, I'm afraid. So you see this little trench here? It covers my lower plate and hull perfectly. Alright, I think the waffle's on the beach. I do. I think the waffle's on the beach, and I'm going to have a nice free shot on him. He's right there. He's right there. Hello, Waffle. Oh, I didn't pen him? What a crying shame. I'm going for him. Well, I die again. To the same guy. Just kidding. Just kidding. Come here, you little bot. Now what? Where'd your RNG go, huh? You always blame server lag, no other explanation? If you're 48%, it is not lag. And if that's what you're blaming, you will never get better. And that's the brutal truth. I had a 54% win rate when I first started this game. And I played on the 360 with a little Wi-Fi adapter that you plugged into the back, and I connected to my neighbor's Wi-Fi, who lived across the street. And I usually played with 1 or 2 bars. And that was my first year and a half of this game. I was playing with 1 or 2 bars. Red. 54% win rate. So, if you believe you have a bad win rate because of your lag and it's at 48%, no. There we go. We got our revenge on that. That ore shield man. That's what he is. He's got an ore shield. Alright, we're going to play a tank that doesn't disappoint us, ever. I like to get a game in here just to get my damage up a little bit. That has to be rage bait? What he said? It could be. Nobody's raging, though. I'd love to know, though, your recents. Like, how are you doing now? Like, are you doing better now? Do you have a higher win rate now? Has your win rate dropped? Were you a 50? Are you now a 48? You know, that kind of stuff. You're at a lowly 47 win rate? Yeah, but I bet you're not just blaming lag. Right? You probably want to get better. Oh my gosh. What tank ticks me off the most? Oh boy. Pink, yeah, I think Pink's 47, but Pink has over 100,000 games. 12K games. Yeah, see, you're doing fine. 47, 12K games, you're fine. Let me think. Oh, the 705A. Without question, the 705A. Or the Panzerkampfwagen 7. But probably the 705A. It's just slower. The armor doesn't work as well. The gun doesn't want to hit, and when it does, it doesn't want to pen. The DPM is abysmal. I think it has less health than we do as well. But when your favorite tank is the FV215B, it does, it has less. It is hard for me to play that thing, and it's just bad. And I'm apparently not the only one. And I'm very grateful about that. That there are other people who think the 705A is horrible. Other Unicums, in fact. Who just don't get along with it. In fact, I've been watching on PC Euxin, and they basically have the same version. Actually, theirs is a little bit better. Their rate of fire is a little bit better on PC, and he hates it. He thinks it's trash. Am I in New England? I am in New England. Probably, what, my accent? New England is are the original colonies in America. The original states, should I say? Not original colonies, there were plenty up and down. Oh, Sarah, I never would have expected. The 705A, please, heart? Oh, sure, for you I'll play that lovely vehicle. Probably Midwest. You know, I'm told that I have the more basic American accent, which is more like Ohio. Very plain. But that's because I choose it. If I wanted to, I could sound like I'm from Boston. From Boston. But I don't. I don't want to. And it would take work now because I've trained it out of me. Wow, they just don't even know I'm here. He already does. Yeah. There goes your optics. It's a T92. It's not even a T92. It's that weird tank. I'll keep him tracked for you. Let's fix that. And push. Fix and push up. I need more damage from this. Alright, he's my damage. DK backed into me, and that's fine. But there's the 705A down there. If I kill him, do I still have to play as him? Hello, 705A. Wouldn't be ashamed if I had high ground on you. Oof. Let's just track him. Thanks, E5. You're quite swell. The damage I'm missing out on now. Yep. Over 1,000 assist I could have had there. Lost. Because he decided to drive in front of an aiming tank. Is that the E75? And that's the Leopard? What a stud. This tank's a stud. Shoot that down, make him think I'm there. We could probably get away with firing Hesh, but... no 7K for me, I don't think. What do you run into? Yeah, 57 heavy. GG. Burn too much in the B? I mean, they buffed it, so it doesn't burn as much, right? Hopefully that puts my mark up. It does. That's what we like to see. Yes. All right. Now we're going to night and day. Okay, that's a casual game in the FE25B. That isn't even exceptional. But now we've got a tank that's been requested. That saddens me. Oh man, I forgot about the Thunder Chief. This one might even be worse. Okay. We have room for another slot. We're going to go in reinforced internals. For this turd. Why do they always run? To get killed by someone else. The team was up 12 tanks and they capped the enemy base. Did we cap? We didn't cap. Was someone on cap? It was just encounters, so someone might have been driving through. The heck is the Thunder Chief? Dude, I'll play it next as well. It's a turd. So it is literally just a fuel box, a fuel tank, and ammo rack on tracks. So your upper plate is weak, and your upper plate is also where the fuel tank and the ammo rack are located. Yep. If you auto-lock the Thunder Chief, you will ammo rack it or set it on fire. Hey, Spired. Welcome. How's my book doing? Thank you for asking. It's slow process, you know, having all these medical things to worry about and making sure we're making enough money on the channel to pay for all these medical things and all these different trips out to the city and back again. It is slow going, but it is still going, and that's what's important. Progress is being made. I've, in the last week, come up with new scenes to add to this first book, which weren't originally going to be in the first book. And I really like them. They make one of the side characters really, really likable. And he's probably going to be a favorite character among many readers. Because he is... I'm redesigning him to basically be the ideal version. Where do you want to go? Let's go to the castle. The ideal version of the main character, basically. Because the main character is fallen off. And he's bitter with the world. The world is bitter with him. And this younger character who shows up, he is... Well, he was inspired by the younger version of the main character. And that's basically who he is. Except he's a lot less capable than the main character ever was. Because he's smaller and younger and just lacks the same kind of talent. But he's still really good at what he does. Yeah, we're going to be going to Boston very soon. We don't have a date yet. But that's where we're going. We've been going to Bangor basically once to twice every single week. And that's 2 hours away. But we're going to be going to Boston, which is 7 hours away. And that's probably where we'll also be delivering. Because the people in Bangor are not comfortable. They've told us they're just not comfortable dealing with what my wife has. Because we don't have what you need. And so they were like, so probably Portland or Boston. But they prefer Boston. We also prefer Boston. Plus, Portland is just this awkward place. This awkward in-between. Boston, I'm at least 40 minutes away from my family. But Portland would be in no man's land. 4 hours away from my wife's family and 3 hours away from my family. So we're not doing that. Do I have shell exchanger on here? Oh yeah, how do you kill a hold down MPT? Oh, there's a 4005 back there. Or Death Star. Well, maybe you'll get to see. So far, I've only been hit by premium rounds. Man, I hate this tank. Who requested this? Right there is where you shoot. I don't have the pen, though, with this tank. He's also firing heat. Oh, if he side scrapes me, I'm screwed. I do not have the shell exchanger on this, which I think would be very helpful. But now that I have heat, I will show you how to deal with a hull down. Like that. You just look at them, and your team kills them. Sounds like no, I'm up in Maine. In far east. As far east as you can go. The nearest Burger King is in Canada. Any tips for going up against the 780? Upper plate. Don't shoot at the lower plate, shoot at the upper plate. Just like the Thunder Chief. I'm not ready to get spotted. Okay. We've won both flanks, so we can keep going. Keep pushing. Snap. Apparently that hits. And his hits. Lol. So there's a Progetto that keeps shooting us. Shooting my team from down here. Oh, the Ho-Ri was the AP shell that hit us, so we're lucky to have bounced it. Or absorb it with our tracks, technically. Because we didn't get the block damage for it. I'm gonna load HE. I don't think we're gonna get another shot in, but if we do... Nah, it's too late now. I'm gonna say if we do, it's gonna be worth having the HE. He's killing himself, maybe? Hopefully not. 32A had HE loaded, or he combined to hit. Perfect. Alright, now I'm going to show you the Thunder Chief, Sarah. But this is not where I'm from. This is just where we ended up because of unfortunate circumstances. And those of you who've been with the channel a while probably know. This was not part of the plan. Alright, Thunder Chief time. Golly. Oh, we can put on reinforced internals on this thing. You know, we're not going to do that just so that we can experience the full pain. It's your favorite heavy tank. You are one odd buck. Let's see. We're going to do armor hardening just so that we still get ammo racked and all that jazz, just for the experience. I just got to be careful playing this tank and make sure I have music off, because losing monetization would be very sad. 560 alpha. But this tank is actually, and among the other rock and roll tanks, are the reason I have music turned off in the garage. Because I've lost monetization on a few of my videos and live streams just because I've hovered over by accident. But right now, if I could be doing anything, I would be sitting down writing. If that's what I was allowed to do full time, I would be doing it right now. And you guys would be getting books. Not just books, but good books. Well thought out books. With hopefully masterful weaving, storytelling, characters. And I'm almost to the point where I want to share some of what I've got. It'll probably be shared on... let me think. On Patreon. Some of the stuff. But here it is. This heaping turd. The Thunder Chief. Named for the noise it makes when its turret gets blown off. But I've got a members only video coming out, / Patreon, coming out later today, so if you guys want to see some T57 heavy gameplay, make sure you become a member or follow the Patreon, link in the description below. Just $2. $2 and you have access to the exclusive videos. And there are other goodies there too.
Hello. Why don't you come back up? I'm just a Thunder Chief. Nothing to see here. You're safe.
You're so safe. .430U. This thing can hit hard if we hit. His inner drive wheel there, which is nice. Allows us to pen and cap. 57 heavy again. Did I have an exclusive 57 heavy video already? Well, it's too bad you're getting it. He was still able to see my lower plate after all of that. He penned me with standard all 3 times through the front. What is this tank? A light tank, 1 tier lower with standard. Pop, pop, pop. Through the front. You just put your team at a disadvantage playing this tank. Because I'm taking up a top tier heavy tank slot. What timing? That you would come up? Boy, I blocked a shot. Let it be known. What are you gonna do, buddy? How did you bounce? You must feel embarrassed. You're firing heat, which is not the right thing to do. You do not... So heat does not work if you're fighting this tank. Trust me, you want to be fighting standard. Well, we didn't get ammo racked or anything, but our armor also didn't work except against the 430. Because, again, he was shooting heat. What's the next 3 mark? We're waiting for someone to choose. Someone specifically from the Patreon. But I will continue to just pull out the FE2 and 5B to get it closer and closer. Get it closer and closer to those gold marks. We're doing more than enough, so we need to maintain 6,000 damage in the FE2 and 5B, which is kind of wild. But the tank is that good. For sure, you just need a 750 alpha. We could actually take a look. We have tanks GG. And it will tell us what you need. So its ammo rack health is 210. So let's take the 268. And see. The 268 does to modules, where we're looking for 210. 203. So a high roll of 5%. That's it. A high roll of 5% to your module damage. Internal module damage, and you will one-shot. So yeah. You should make me 3 mark. That's $100. Hello, Gustav. Head over to the Patreon, become a captain. And you can request a 3 mark. And you also get a coaching session. We're gonna cross. I want to shoot this MBT on my way by. I'm just gonna shoot you again. I've got better rate of fire than you. It's found me a Thunder Chief. The annoying thing is that 4005. And now there's a Death Star. Death Star's more awkward, though, to use. Sounded like he just fired. He's firing Hesh. Yeah, we'll just give him our sign. Beautiful. Another tank destroyer. This time of the waffle variety. Yeah, screw you! I hate waffles right now today. They're kind of my least favorite tank. Just no skill. He's just like, oh, that's the noise they make because they're retarded. His name is Muhammad too, of course it is. Is console or PC better? What should new players start on? PC. PC is miles better now. Console used to be better for sure, but it's fallen off thanks to the stupid people over in console. Games like that do frustrate me because obviously I want gold marks, but probably not good enough. Probably not good enough. Let's go back to the tank that started the stream because technically this is what we're supposed to be playing. And another game in this will get us back to 12 million credits. And then I think I'll probably call it. But yeah, the 2 seconds interclip on the waffle is ridiculous. He's like, boof, boof, boof. He killed me in 4 seconds. And he just drove. He just drove forward. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Oh, Army Guy. Let's get banned from his Twitch again. What's funny is I can watch his Twitch. Because I'm signed in on a different account now. Should we stream snipe him? We're going to stream snipe him. We're actually going to stream snipe him this time. Just so that we'll have been banned for a reason. Because right now we've been banned for no reason. And so it would be good to actually be justicely banned. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. It's a joke, bros. But he'll take it seriously. Somebody will go report it to him. Where'd he go, though? I think we go left. Because I know that's where he'll go. So this isn't stream sniping. This is just me knowing where he's going to be and shooting him. We have the MBT over here. He's vastly outnumbered. He's going to be vastly outnumbered. He's platoon with a light tank, so we got to prepare for him as well. Crossing? Yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. Who needs to stream snipe? You just need to use your brain a little bit. Hello. First, your platoon mate. Never mind. Arnie gets him. And now you. Oh, this is going to be fun. He's coming this way. Does he have friends, though? That's what we gotta look out for. Is if he has friends or not. Might just be the C5. Just give him my front like this. And then alright. Wow. That was fun. Sorry, heat.
Want to go home and rethink about that?
I want to go home.
I'll take a look at that in just a sec. My friend. What are your premium rounds doing for you? Also, where are my friends? We had a bunch of guys come this way. Where did they go? You! Where did my MBT go? He just left. He pieced the scene. Why, dude? Why, dude? We have a tier 7 we want to play? Anything with a crew, perhaps? That I want to play? An 87. How about this thing? Nope, we don't have a crew in that. Gotta play the Comet once. No, we're not. Okay, what did I just miss? Glare just became a crazy clown member. Holy moly, thanks, Glare. Really appreciate it. Send you DM if I get on tomorrow. I will do my very best to get on tomorrow. Okay, I want to finish today with one more game. I think I want to redeem myself in the FV25B, and then that's how we're gonna call it. I think it's possible. Just don't get clipped by a waffle. That's why relying on teammates doesn't help. No, it doesn't. I think we've had a pretty good day today, though. No, we haven't. 3,300 WN8. We have an 80% win rate somehow, but our WN8's not been that great. We've done well in the STB, done well in the Leopard, done well in the FV, and that's it. Okay, there's a pig. Oh, it's a bot lobby. Glorious. Well, just farm. Farm the players. Ha 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 ha. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. What can you do? Do I have a TikTok? I do not. Finish on the 4202. Okay, yeah, why not? And Glare, I also don't mind you requesting a tank because of your upgrade or whatever. You're becoming a crazy clown. You're more than welcome to use your membership to request something too. Alright, it's just encounter battle, so you boys go. Yeah. Farm them. Farm them. Farm them. Oh, it's a real player. Farm the real player. Any chance you have, guys, remember, if you want to win these bot lobbies, shoot the real players. Hello? Hello? Thank you. The player shoot in the ammo rack, maybe? What? You blow his head off, maybe? Thank you. Awful shot. Let me just shoot higher up. There you go. Hey, what do you think of this, huh? This is what Fabio does for a living. And then even the pig is fed up with me. That's just the bat chat. Yeah, dude. P100. One. Alright, it's time. Leopard is low. Time to move up. Is that his back end? I think it is. It is. Oh. Is that all you got? Try me again. Angle. Lucky. Go ahead. Do you mind tortoise? Oh, that's not the tortoise. That's everyone else. Dude, this leopard is the greatest player in the game I've ever met. He's actually the greatest player I've ever met. Freaking tortoise. Oh, well, we pushed too soon, I guess. But we couldn't hit that leopard. The man just kept poking up and my gun just didn't want to hit him anymore. Also, see this Captain Skellen guy? You think, oh, 3 marks, he must be a great arty player. I'm gonna show you something about him. I like looking these people up because this is gonna disgust you. Awful. These are not good stats. Look, his stats have gone down. He's gotten worse at the game. And he's... Yeah. But that's not all. You ready? Most damages in artillery. Took him 24,000 games to 3 mark it, by the way. He has almost 42,000 games in his artillery. Then he pulls out real tanks. Not good. This man is disgusting. Man, that tortoise set up. That was too bad. You missed. Yeah, there was a lot to do this game we could have farmed. If not for that tortoise. Oh, all our guys are one shot for the tortoise, by the way. Oh, good. Alright, but if he's not going to request anything, then I will finish with the FE4202 and just call it from there. Let's see if this tortoise scored top damage-wise. You get clipped up, I guess what? Could it have been the Progetto? It must have been the Progetto. Not as much as I thought he did. And then this guy just sitting there in front of my gun. Because he kept... What was funny is every time I moved my tank, he's like, he would poke out. He's like, oh, he's moving. I can shoot him because he's moving. And he kept coming out while I'm aimed at him. But my gun just didn't want to hit him. It just didn't want to hit him. And that's what caught us out. Because if he had died there, I would have been in cover from the tortoise and the ST1. So, oh well. Oh well, but that's the game that makes our mark go up, unfortunately. It was a bot lobby. And unfortunately, we farmed the bots. But we're not done. FV4202. The smoothest tank in the game. Serene Coast, 2 pigs. That is really unfortunate because I really want to go up here. But it's like, do I dare with 2 artillery? Why are there 3 FE422s in this game? Would I recommend the Leopard? For your first medium, probably the Action 10. 100% actually. If it's your first medium, Action 10. Leopard 1 is fantastic if you know how to play sneaky. Play from range and keep your gun in the game despite being from range. A lot of players don't. Which is why I don't recommend tank destroyers for new players either. They play them wrong. They hide in the back and then they don't know where they need to set up to get shots. Trust me, if you're playing heavy tanks and medium tanks on the front line, you're going to learn very quickly where a good spot for your tank destroyers is. Because, like, man, I get shot here every time I push this. That's right. And you know from where. Good morning. Is that the Death Star? It is. I figured it was because it's platoon with the F4202 who started to come out this way. Eh, he missed all of us because he was still trying to shoot me despite the fact that I went invisible. was that aimed at someone else, or was that a blind shot toward me? Oh, a good little move there. You got him, Leopard? Yes, he does. He does got him. Oh, I was too slow. That's too bad. We'll pick it up. Not very good at sneak. Yeah, get the Action 10. Action 10 should be everyone's first medium thing. Okay, there's another Death Star. There he is. Smart. That's it, you pig. Run away, pig. Shoot him in the ammo rack. The ammo rack is literally right where the star is. He doesn't pen my roof. My roof is angled too much for him. Which is what I want him to shoot. Blitzka. Oh yeah, you got me, dude. And that one, yeah, that was you, my friend. Where do you think Artie is that he has a shot on me here? I don't know, but we have a fuel tank waiting to happen here. Oh, it went there rather than there. If he keeps going, then we'll have another shot. And he'll either keep going or he'll back up. Yep. He's looking my way. I don't want to lose health yet. This game is close enough that I want to be careful. A roofless. Fascinating. And he's killing himself. Wonderful. Which stinks for... That shouldn't have bounced. Screw that freaking Death Star. How did he sneak past my team? None of them pushed? None of you saw him cross? I did. I felt like I was doing everything that game. They're all healthy. None of them are too low. Everybody's just taking their time. Golly. But those guys were trying to get me, and I think they're pretty sure they're watching the stream because nobody plays at FE4202, and in this game we had 3. So they were trying to get us, and they got us there. Hey, thanks, Aaron. Felt bad about the ambush. You were in literally the best ambush tank in the game. Like, that's kind of what the Cobra is supposed to do, in my opinion. Alright, I'm finishing with one more in the FV. Also, can't you still report people for drowning themselves on purpose? I don't know. I don't think Wargaming cares. Like, you can't submit tickets anymore. I've tried, and they're just like, do the in-game thing. Do the in-game. You have to do the in-game. And it's like, that's just your way of not caring. I guarantee Wargaming does nothing about in-game reports. There's no chance. There's no chance they go into the replays to see. Because that's what they're supposed to do. When you report someone, like if you click report, and then you say what for. Like, report, we'd say what. And then they would, then they watch the replay. And see if what you say is true, and then they'll decide from there. No. I guarantee they're not doing that. This tank looks so good with this foil green camo and wet. Like, holy moly, I love it. Look at the shine. It glistens. It glistens. But yeah, this is the last game no matter what. I've got another video to work on, and then another one still, and I also wish I had time to write, so yeah. Oops. Got a shot there. My bad. I don't understand that play, why everyone does it. It's like every game, without fail, someone tries to cross there, and you lose health. Just don't. Just go up where that medium is. Go up that way. Don't lose health. It's not worth it. No huge tank destroyers this time. That phased through his tank. That's phasing through his cupola. I am phasing through his cupola. If you back up, I just get to do this. Back up again. Yeah, stay back there. So I get to do it again. Nice. And one more. There's just some little light tank back there. Okay. Well, the enemy has lost a ton of health. Where to go for damage? This way. It was this guy. SU, you've got some pretty good DPM, but did you know mine is better? And did you know that your heat is not going to help you while I'm angled like this? Ah, he's not firing heat. That's my problem. Let's just go. I see you, 268. that 268's there now. Waiting. If I get hit by that 268, I'm a one shot for the SU. What is this? Deja vu. Come on, tank, go. There's a full health machine. Waiting to be farmed by me. Ah, there we go. That's enough to go on. Another shot would be nice, though. There it is. How far did you make it, sir? He's out of here. Run, light tank, run. Don't get leoparded. Thank you. This guy just broke up the middle. What does he mean, lame 183? He's talking about the Ruthless, the one who killed himself. Why is 3 marking with a large number of games a bad thing? Oh, you mean my comment toward the artillery? Well, it just shows how disgusting he is, because it took him so many games. If it takes you 24,000 games to 3 mark something, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Plain and simple. I'll just stay there. Where's this guy? This guy here. He was finding shots on me. Out of everyone there, the man with the lowest amount of penetration was the one giving us the most trouble, technically. Even this guy, he got to shoot us once. Well, pen us once. He shot us 3 times. But 2 of them bounced. But we did get the steel wall. And we're at 98.46. Almost 98.5. We're getting there, guys. We are absolutely getting there. Direct damage 5,500 and then 1,700 assist. 7,000 combined. You seeing the deals? I'll take a look for you real quick, and then we're going to call this. I'm going to call it. Take a look and call it. Go to the store. Yeah. Good luck with it if you do decide to get it. I don't like it. I know I have a video on it. It's been mega nerfed from PC to the point where it's unrecognizable. You had 225 HE pen. Now you have 80. Even your standard AP rounds are pathetic. They're like 208 millimeters of penetration. It is really, really bad, the gun, and it's going to disappoint you. You might have fun games, especially when you're top tier and you could shoot tanks lower tier than you. But this gun suffers, and 30 kilometers an hour top speed is also pretty much suffering. But that's just me. You saw someone with 4,600 games in the 131 and never aced. There you go. Play EBR 105. Now Glare finally is using his request on a tank I don't have yet. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Because you are a paying customer. Here, you guys stare at this for a minute while I see about something. Okay. EBR, you got it. I've never played this tank before in my life. And now I'm on somebody's account who is really good in it. So I'll just go kill his stats real quick. How does 3 mark? I would be surprised. It seems like a tank that's just very inconsistent. J-Pile, you've showed up at the very end. What's the last thing he's played? His XM. Okay. Wow, his gamma is high. Okay. That aim time is ridiculous. Just like always. Okay. EBR 105. We'll give it a go. Hold on. Let me change some settings before we get into the game. I need that on. Okay, so he's at 70. Let me remember that. I need that on. Okay, pretty sure that's it. The game is much louder, though. He has it loud. I'm not going to touch his audio, so I'm sorry if I'm a bit... if it's louder than I am. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, this might be too loud. Okay, I turned it down. Wifey, she's doing okay. Not any better. Her condition's no better. But I guess that's not the worst thing. Because it's also no worse. Yeah, this gamma is weird. I didn't think I would have been spotted there, but there I was, spotted. .190 pen, I can't really do much to him. Unless he does that again. Who did I find? An SU? What's my heat pen? Is it 210? Oh, he's looking this way. Let's wait. Okay, now we go. Not terrible, I think. You don't think you've ever seen me play a wheeled vehicle? I haven't, because I haven't gone up the line yet. And now we have seriously bad dude here just showing me that actually the M47 Black is amazing. Hey, we brought his damage standing up, okay? That makes me happy. That makes me feel like I did something. 4,500 combined. I know you need more than that. Probably for 3 marks. It's probably, well, it's probably close to 4,500 for 3. Gold is, I guarantee, higher than that. But there, Glare, I'm sure you learned nothing from watching me play. I bet you're quite skilled and experienced in the wheeled tanked department. But I'm not going to cry. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with that. E4 did more than I did, though. In fact, only 2 guys did more damage than we did in the wheel tank. Obviously, you want the spotting damage, but I didn't go the right way to get the spotting damage. You should add that fail with the waffle into a compilation video. I certainly could. That was pretty rough. But that is going to be where we finish today. Thank you, Sod, for your account, sir. Let's make sure we put everything back. He has toggles in. There it is. And then these are at 80, 80, and then vibration off. And I didn't touch anything else. So yeah. Very nice, very nice. Oh yeah, thanks for coming out, Spired. Thank you for your tank requests, Glare. You've requested multiple. I really appreciate it. And of course, becoming a big member. Appreciate that as well. Speaking of members and Patreon supporters, video coming out later today. So be prepared for that. And with that being said, I will see you all later. Take care, everyone. And peace out.